Hello everyone, welcome back to the stream. Hope you're okay. Just getting everything set up here. We got the 9 minutes before the stream is good to start. I'm just lowering the volume here primarily because of it being copyright. So what we're doing is we're watching the Xbox and Bethesda showcase for 2022 and seeing what they show off. So this is just the run-up. This is, I think, GameSpot's one. I was going to watch IGN's one, but IGN's coverage was a bit bad. Okay, there we go. Just invite Sean. Hi, Scott. Nice to see you. Hope you're okay. Just going to see if I can... There we go. I can pop out chat here so I can actually see it properly. So, what's everybody looking forward to today? Because it's going to be fun to see, you know, what they've got. I've not been keeping track of things too much. But Microsoft, you know, they're known for putting out stuff like Forza and Halo. Apparently there's some Gears of War stuff that might be shown off. Apart from that, you know, I'm not too sure of what we'll get, so I'm actually hoping we'll be surprised. But it's going to be interesting either way. Wait, Perfect Dark? Okay, that was a surprise. I literally have, like, Perfect Dark 0 on the console, ready to do another playthrough on it for a laugh and stream it. But that was... Again, that's a surprise. Okay. I thought this was literally just going to be like the run-up with nothing in it. I'm sat here with a cup of coffee just waiting, and then next minute they announce something like that. We've not even started yet. Let's throw my party chat on my third screen here. So yeah, hopefully, like I said, everybody's doing good. Just hope we get some nice surprises here. This looks like Call of Duty or something. But then again, every military game does. Hi, Mecca! Right, can I just throw my... There we go. Try and throw my party chat for Xbox on my second screen here. So yeah, it's gonna be... It's going to hopefully be fun. We saw Sony mention PSVR 2 a little bit. They mentioned a couple of other different games that were in production. I think Horizon was one of them. I honestly didn't keep too much track of that. Mainly because by the time I started watching it, it was already over. But I think it's... Isn't it this one and Nintendo's one to go or something? Like we're still waiting on the Nintendo one. Or am I wrong? Like, because have Nintendo done those already, or... Another card? No thanks, we get enough card. Hey Dragox. To be honest, if it's good, then it's no big deal, you know. It's still a major franchise. Excuse me. Oh, sneezing like mad here. Hi, John. Where's Gears of War? Isn't the Capcom one tomorrow? I'm not sure. Like, guys, you've probably been keeping more track of this than I have. Who's left to do the showcases? Because I wouldn't mind doing, like, some of this other stuff with you guys if, you know, there's other ones. I've not been keeping track of stuff because I've been really busy, so... Honestly, I'm just waiting to get surprised. Doesn't EA have something? Not too sure. Where's Gears of War? I'm imagining they'll do something about that. Like, there were leaks saying that they do a Gears announcement. Like I mentioned before, I reckon there's going to be something about Forza, something about Halo Infinite, something about Gears. After that, I'm more interested in the indies from Microsoft, because normally Microsoft show off some really nice indie titles. But we'll see, I might be pleasantly surprised. We all might be pleasantly surprised. They just literally teased Perfect Dark again, but it looks like a complete do-over, you know, like a complete reboot for it. That flew over my head completely, because I was like, not expecting it with us only starting in like another 4 minutes. No surprises. Honestly, not so sure at the moment. Like I said, I'm hoping we will get some nice surprises, but you never know. Oh, I meant for the Capcom one. Yeah, with Capcom's one, they showed off a bunch of stuff. There was the Resident Evil... Oh, sorry. That was for the PlayStation one, I think, as well. They showed off Resident Evil 4 Remake and Street Fighter 6, which was... No, it was okay. I'm still not sure on Resident Evil 4 Remake. I still have to go through and play the modded version with all the high-res textures. I need to actually do that. I downloaded it, like, when it was... covered, I think, towards the end of last year, like when YouTube really jumped on it, but I need to actually go ahead and install it again and install the mod so I can actually play it and enjoy that. I mean, any excuse to play Resident Evil 4 again, but I'm not so sure on the remake, primarily because of the way that the remakes have gone. There have been large sections of the game cut out, so you never know. Everything else is up in the air, definitely. Sorry if you can hear me drinking during this. I've got like a bunch of tortilla chips here and everything with some dip and stuff. I'm not gonna probably like eat on stream though, primarily because all you'll hear is me just crunching. So I'm just gonna have my drink and then we'll see. And then after I finish the stream, I'll have the tortillas. Kind of taunting me here at the moment, just sat at my desk. This is actually looking okay at the moment. Nice visuals, but again, it's COD. You know, what do you expect? Or at least it looks like COD. So yeah, now that more people are in here, what are you guys expecting, or what are you excited for? Is there anything that you've heard of that you think they'll announce, or what? Why does this literally look like a recreation of Modern Warfare? Like, am I just totally dumb here and this is actually just like a recreation of Modern Warfare, or what? Because it looks like the ship level from Modern Warfare 4. It's Modern Warfare 2. Oh, so it's the remake of that then. The new one. Okay. I was gonna say, I'm getting like flashbacks here of the ship level from COD, and I'm like, huh. Yeah, I remember this. It doesn't look too bad. It'd be something that I'd try, you know, if it's on Game Pass. Do we get to shoot up the airport again? Ooh. Okay, here we go. So now they're starting. Sean's gonna be with me eventually. I told him everything was good to go and that he should jump on, but... Speaking of... Hey, Sean! I was literally just speaking, saying like, dude, I'm expecting him to jump in any moment now. And then next minute, you come on?
Yeah.
Dude, you made it literally at like the last second.
I've been testing this mod out, so I was literally running around trying to do all the stuff.
So I take it you're watching it now. I'm watching the GameSpot one.
Yeah, I'm watching IGN one.
I'm assuming you're watching this new one from Arcane now, yeah?
Yeah, the one where it's like she's running in the church.
Yeah, yeah. Are you excited for anything so far, Sean? Like, do you have any idea of what they're going to show off, or what?
Well, this looks like a zombie game.
Yeah, this looks kind of like Left 4 Dead or Back 4 Blood.
Back 4 Blood, probably.
Oh, imagine if it's like new stuff for Back 4 Blood.
That would be the DLC, innit? Because they said there's DLC coming out for it.
Did they?
Yeah.
Actually, now that you're saying that, I think it might be. Speak of the devil, says Mecca. Yeah, for Sean coming in. I was literally like, I hope Sean's coming in, because he's bringing it down to the wire here, and then next minute, da-da!
Oh, it's a vampire.
Wait, what?
Is this the vampire?
I don't know, I've not seen it yet. We're still exploring the attic on mine. Like, we've just gone up into the attic and she's looking at blood.
Faster.
Oh yeah, he's like floating in midair. Like, GameSpot's one's pretty chill for the moment, so... Oh, it's... No, yeah, they announced that vampire game, didn't they, last year? It was like a vampire shooting game.
Yes.
I vaguely remember that now.
Interested in because it's co-op.
Yeah, we said it kind of looked okay. We weren't so sure on it, but we were like, yeah, if it's got co-op. Okay, it doesn't look too bad. I wish they would have shown off the co-op. Who did he get shot by there? Oh, okay, so there's the co-op player. I just want Titanfall 3, says John. That'd be good. Be good if they did show off that.
Yeah, it's that vampire one.
Yeah.
It looks good though.
The funny thing is, why is it that all games like this look like Left 4 Dead or something now, you know? Is it we got to that point where everybody's like, okay, this was the peak of co-op shooters, so we're just going to more or less rehash that kind of thing and just sort of change up the environment a little bit?
I don't know. The way they plan it out is like you've got a city to roam.
Yeah.
You know, fight the zombies and human allies and that.
Okay.
It looks interesting, the trailer. The gameplay looks alright.
Yeah, this doesn't look too bad so far.
That's what I was more interested in. Like, I saw the theatrical trailer last year. And I was
Yeah.
like, I want to see gameplay, which at the moment looks like a mixture of Left 4 Dead as well as the one that you and Stu used to play.
Oh, Killing Floor. No,
No,
wait.
not.
Epic. Borderlands?
It's similar to Borderlands, but you played it as like a deathmatch where you had an objective and to play the fat guy with the turret and that. You were very interested in it, and
I'm trying to remember.
the sniper guy had like an eagle or something.
Yeah, that sounds like
No.
that sounds like Borderlands. Just checking in chat. You can hear Sean, okay, right? So it's not just me talking to myself. Oh yeah, chat says, did you mean Battleborn?
I think that's it. Yeah.
Oh yeah, the guy had an owl, didn't he? We were
Yeah, but
interested in
you
it, but
seen
we
all the
never
guns?
played it.
Yeah.
These guns look okay.
I'm wondering if you can customize them because they look customizable.
Just keep an eye on the attachments then. Silencer.
No,
That shotgun
one
has
like
a...
Nice.
Yeah, it kind of looks like it because I'm seeing some of the same attachments on
So
different
It
weapons.
must have like bayonets, you know, with wooden stakes on them and stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah, it looks really. Yeah.
this isn't too bad. So yeah, chat, just confirming, I'm assuming you can hear both of us fine. It's... Proof in chat says, sounds reasonable to milk the formula till it's dry. You know, about me saying it's like Left 4 Dead. I can see what he means.
It looks like a mixture of Back 4 Blood as well as some other tweaks and that.
Honestly, I'd play this. It doesn't look too bad at the moment.
No, it doesn't.
It looks
And it's a different
enjoyable.
thing.
It's... The funny thing is, I don't know whether it's just because we've been spoiled by the way that Game Pass works, but no joke, if this is on Game Pass, I wouldn't mind trying it out like that.
I would not be surprised this is on Game Pass
Oh, there's the bird.
on day one release.
Ah, there's the perk system. and the weapons, I think.
Oh, the weapons are all, you know, like Borderlands style.
Either
where they
Borderlands
showed
or Division.
Xbox.
Did that? Yeah, it is on Game Pass. There we go. Okay, so I guess we're playing that on Game Pass then.
I'm gathering we're going to get the Drag Stew on as well.
If we can. Let's see. Ooh.
That's actually a good opener they've done.
That's an alright opener, yeah. It's like, okay, we'll show off co-op stuff.
No zombies this year. Vampires.
We've overstayed the zombie stuff. We're gonna do vampires. I like the artwork for this one. I'm sure I'm meant to know what this one is, but I can't think about it from the top of my head. What was that, Jen?
Hollow Knight.
Hollow Knight, yeah. I was trying to think. I'm like, come on. I'm like looking at it. It looks familiar, and my brain's just not kicking in because I'm too busy chilling. I'm just like, right. I'm sat down. I've got a drink. I'm watching Xbox with Sean.
I'm more interested with the Xbox one because they've got tons of third-person developers.
Oh, third-party developers,
yeah. Today and tomorrow as well.
Yeah, because they've been buying up loads.
With the amount of money and studios they bought up over the past 6 years, I would not be surprised if it's now starting to bear fruit.
Yeah, you'd hope so. You know, with the amount of companies, like we said, that they bought, you'd expect them to show off quite a lot. So.
And another game for a Game Pass as well. A lot of Game Pass stuff coming out, which is a good thing.
Game Pass is good for everybody, especially if you want to, you know, try stuff out without really having to pay for the game.
Yeah.
Sounds terrible of me, but wait, what?
What the?
Why has it got the voice actors from Rick and Morty?
Yeah, it's a Rick and Morty game. I will probably play this.
What the heck? I don't even... This is weird.
It's got me interested in talking fish guns.
It looks...
I know.
It looks interesting, but I'm not too sure at the moment. I'd have to wait on this one.
You know what? It gives me a feel of Earthworm Jim, but 3D.
I see what you mean.
That feeling. I know F1 Jim's really good in 2D animation.
Yeah, yeah.
This gives me a feeling of that. Especially you got a gun that literally, and the knife, really.
Everything will be fine. Oh, did I just? There we go. So, all the weapons that you use are alive and talk. We're sure this won't get annoying. High on life. Okay. Okay. Strange. I'm not taking to that one immediately, primarily because I'm not really a big fan of Rick and Morty, so it's kind of just, I'm looking at it, I'm like, that is weird. But I'm not going to completely deny it. You know, I'll give it a shot.
Well, it's for free anyway. So
yeah, it's for free, so I'm not losing out, so.
If you had to buy it, I'd be more.
Yeah.
Because it's Game Pass.
Because it's Game Pass, it's just like, whatever. Okay, come on. I don't know what you're up to on your video, but I'm just watching the lady explain what's coming up now.
I think about 7 seconds in front of you.
Okay, that's not too bad then.
So I'm just seeing the lady talk.
Like I said, I want to be surprised, you know, because of the amount of companies they've bought up. I want a genuine surprise and them to show off stuff that we've not heard of more, but maybe not too much weird stuff, but just some really cool stuff.
Like, last year they started showing a lot of indie games. This
yeah,
year, it should be like going to the next peak. But it should be mostly AAA titles today or something.
Yeah.
Because it's what Xbox and Bethesda.
Yeah. Oh, excuse me. Yawned a little bit there.
So I will not be surprised if like Sky, well, the new Oblivion game trailer drops this year or something.
Okay, so we got Mark from Riot.
They're talking about
Don't Riot
that
make
Battle Royale
League?
that Riot did.
I'm trying to remember if it was Riot that make League or not.
Well, it's already with Game Pass because they've literally just showed it on the trailer.
Yeah, it is. League, Valorant, and some of the other stuff that they've got. I was trying to remember. It sounds really stupid of me because some of these companies, it's like, oh, you should know the name because they're that popular. It's like, well, I'm just not interested in League. So.
I have tried
Valorant.
League out, but not my taste.
Yeah, it's just not my thing either. Oh wow, they're showing off stuff that was literally in the game like years ago.
Because didn't Xbox buy the studio? Well,
I think, yeah.
the rights to it or something. I'm not 100% sure.
So yeah, they're turning around and being like, so, you can have some really toxic and sweaty matches on the PC version. Now we're putting it on Xbox. Was he playing that on then? Was it a Switch? On a mobile phone? I couldn't tell.
It's a mobile phone, lad. It's like on all of them, so.
Talking gun,
Don't
says
forget-
Proof, reminds me
go on.
of that one game with a talking bone gun where every sentence was either a sex joke or double innuendos. Yeah, that was Shadows of the Damned. That was a fun game, that.
Don't forget, Xbox. You could play certain games on your phone, can't you? If you use
Yeah.
the app system that's with Game Pass, so.
Isn't there only like a Windows phone or something? I'm trying to remember.
You can actually play it on they've not done the beta test for certain phones, but some phones you can actually stream games off. So.
Yeah. Xbox, we want to drink your sweat 2022, says John. I know, right? They're getting pretty sweaty with the competitive stuff. With Valorant and League. We've had enough of sweaty players and toxic Russian players on PC. We're gonna get them on the Xbox now. There we go. So that wasn't so much a show off of League and Valorant for PC and mobile, as more just like a very big advertisement for Riot. It's like, check it out. We got Riot Games. They do these things. It's like, oh, okay.
I wonder how much to give to Microsoft to have their stuff on.
That logo looked familiar. I think I saw something of this before.
It's the one with the rats. I think it's the second one. No, the Plague or something.
Yeah.
Plague 2. Yeah, the one where it's like the Plague in medieval times, and they walk around and they got the rats chasing them and stuff.
Oh yeah.
I think it's number 2. It just looks familiar.
Oh yeah, there's the rats. Plague Tales, says Mecca. Let's see what it is. Oh, so she's using that to light up that, so she can then jump in there. Okay, stealthing round. Oh, that's cool. Hiding under the table. Honestly, I don't know much about this one, so this is interesting just watching it.
Well, I have played a bit of it on because the game's on Game Pass, see, so.
Kind of reminds me a little bit of some of the stuff that you can already play that's kind of similar, you know, like some of the later Assassin's Creed and stuff.
Yeah, it's the new version.
Oh wow, just push him into a ton of rats there. A lot of these games kind of play the same, well, either the same or similar. It kind of reminds me a little bit of, you know, Horizon on the PlayStation as well.
Yeah.
Horizon, but with rats. A Plague Tale Requiem. Okay. A 30-plus-year-old man calls hiding under the table cool. I'm only going off the whole thing of, like, you don't normally... Well, you don't often see that in video games. Normally it's like, oh, you can hide around the side of the table, but not actually go under it.
Forza, by the looks of it.
Well, yeah, it is. I was going to say, I'll tell you when I actually get to that part. I love the way it's like, it's semi-spoilers, because like, by the time that it's gone on mine, or they're moving on to the next one, you're like, dude, so aliens. I'm like, wait, what? I've not seen that yet.
I've not said anything about aliens.
I know, I'm just saying, it was an example, It's like, so this is Forza. I'm like, what's he on about? And then next moment it comes up with Forza in the corner. I was like, okay, it's Forza. So I'm
not a Forza guy, so I wouldn't...
I kind of am, so I don't mind playing it, so we're getting a new one instead of Horizon. That's okay, I can get behind that. Like, because it scratches that itch that I have for, like, Gran Turismo, but on the Xbox. So, that's not too bad. And the fourth one on the 360 was really fun. Dave's a kid at heart, says John. Indeed I am. But yeah, no, you get what I mean. Like, there was at one point where a lot of games would do that, where you'd only be able to like crouch behind a table or whatever, you won't be able to go under it, so seeing mechanics like that is actually pretty nice. Oh. Here we go, so yeah, they're talking a lot about Forza now. Fun stuff, they always have very detailed tracks and cars and everything, the shaders are nice, the environments are nice. This one's definitely, because it's on Game Pass, I'm going to give it a whirl, you know, you might as well. It's always fun getting a group of guys online and then going in it with, you know, realistic damage turned on. So if you knock into someone and it takes out the back tire, they have to go around and deal with it. Always fun doing that, just to see who's left by the end of the race. Used to do that a lot in Forza 4. Okay, I'm liking that. This is going to sound really offensive to Xbox fans that watch this at a later point or something, but seriously, that looked a lot like one of the earlier maps on like Gran Turismo 1 or 2.
Stunning detail. What you are seeing is an in-engine gameplay demo.
I'd like to see more of the in-engine gameplay demo instead of this camera angle. Okay, there we go. I take it you're just chilling out for this one, Sean, and waiting for the next one because you're not interested.
I'm not a Forza fanatic, so I even play it.
I love racing games like this. So fun. Always nice to chill out on as well. Funny thing is, I don't know, is it just me? Like, this one's for chat and for you, Sean. Do you feel like we've come to the point where games now are looking pretty much the same as each other, because graphically it seems like we've hit that bar of we can't go any higher in fidelity at the moment? You know, because it seems to me like there's a style choice between, you know, doing what indies do, like a couple of these games we've seen where they're more cartoony. It's either you do something like that, or your visuals look pretty realistic to the point where most of these games are starting to blend in with each other now, you know, in terms of the visual quality.
I think we haven't hit the peak, but we're nearly there. To the point where TVs have to catch up, or screens. Or to the point where you would have to put a goggle on. You know what I mean?
It's just...
I don't know, lads.
It's just
because everybody's using the same power, isn't they? To make the graphics.
Kinda. Like, each company will push the graphics in different ways, but when you generalize everything, or just try and look at like the highest peak of graphics in the industry at the moment, like with the new Unreal Engine, it still seems like a lot of these visuals can be pretty easily reproduced to similar qualities, you know? Like,
well, it's because most people want to use the Unreal Engine.
Yeah.
And if everybody's using it, it's all going to look the same.
I know what you mean by that. Chat says, if the game doesn't have Ada in, Sean won't like it. From Resi. Doesn't look much different from the last one, says Proof. Mecha says, the last gimmick was ray tracing. Yeah, it was. They made a big song and dance about that. I wouldn't say...
the Xbox Series X is out now.
Yeah, it is.
We're not going to get a new console for the next 3 to 4 years.
Oh no. It's not so much that, you know, I would want a new console with more graphics already. Let's just answer Robot's thing in chat. Robot says, I wouldn't say we've hit the limit. It's more like we're getting better graphics cards with ray tracing in 8K, and it's going to be more, and when 8K is going to be more affordable. I just feel like we're getting to the point where a lot of games are looking really high quality, and while that's really nice visually when you're looking at all these details like the scrapes on the cars and stuff, overall I feel like the quality is kind of similar across the board. I mean, it sounds really stupid because when you think about it, each console generation they try and up the visuals and try and keep it consistent, but it's just reminding me of a comment that was made like years and years and years ago. We're going back to like really like mid-2000s or something, where everybody was super excited about the graphics and how high we could go and how high we could push it. And then there was another comment that was made roughly about the same time. I can't remember who by, but I remember it specifically because somebody said, we'll get to a point where everything will be so high fidelity, it'll be totally crazy, but then we run the risk of everything looking kind of similar. And I'm like, okay, I can see where they're going with this, and then they're having to pull off other stuff like this, where they focus on side details, like the side of the track, where it's like, oh look, we can get the water looking real now. It's like, oh, okay. How often am I going to look at the water though?
Game. If I wanted to play like Red Dead Redemption or something, no, I would. I can see what they're trying to do.
They're showing off just how real it is. Okay, so that was the end of Forza. VR had a big dump, says Robot, when we got the Quest and Quest 2 because they made the medium more accessible. That's true.
Nice.
Mecha says, remember, crypto stuff happened right before the ray tracing promotion. Oh yeah. I do feel like stylizing the aesthetics haven't come as far.
That's a game I'm interested in playing.
Which one's this one? Flight Simulator or something?
Flight Simulator, yeah.
The new one?
Yeah, they're bringing a lot of stuff out.
Didn't they say they were generating maps from Google for this?
Yeah. Literally, you could fly to where
wherever
we live and that.
And yeah, you can go wherever. It's all 3D.
Grounds and everything, yeah.
Hey, it looks really fantastic.
Oh my god, I remember playing
playing the early flight sims where everything was literally just a flat plane with like a photo stuff on it.
In 1994 on like a teraflop computer. Yeah, I'm interested in that, and it's Game Pass.
It does look really nice. I'll give it that. Let's see. The tech has to go far enough to be able to render all the side details, says Mecha. Instead of a racing game, how about Riverboat Adventure, Forza Whitewater, says Trixie. That'd be actually pretty cool.
I'll be down for that. Are we gonna go down in a canoe?
Haven't played Flight Sim since the 90s, or the late 90s, says Trixie. I think I played Flight Sim 2? Oh, here we go. Is this? Yeah, it's a Pelican from Halo. So they're doing a Halo crossover.
Yeah, by the way.
And it's the Infinite Pelican as well, by the look of it.
Well, I already play Flight Simulator, so I'll be happy having
flying around in a Pelican.
Yeah.
I like the way they've actually included that. But the question is, do you get a certain part of the world that you can... Oh, wow. Okay, so yeah, because the Pelican can go into the atmosphere, you've got... Oh, that's cool, that. So you got to cross over the Halo Infinite that allows you to do that. That's nice. Classic says, watching the Xbox live stream. Nice. Hey, Classic, nice to see you again. Oh no, it's Blizzard. Oh, it's Overwatch. Overwatch 1.5. Or what was it? It was either 1.5 or 1.1 was the joke about it, because literally hardly anything has changed. Looks like
Microsoft have to push it. They spent what, out 60 billion on all this shit?
Something really crap. Dragox says, looks like you're flying around in Halo, not in the world itself. I don't know about that one. John says, so we can fly around in the Pelican in a different game, but not in Halo itself. Yeah, it's about right. Unfortunately. Cover your eyes, children, says Robot. Oh, I love the way that they're trying to get everybody hyped for Overwatch, but I think the hero shooter thing is kind of dying down a little bit. Might just be me. Tell me if I'm wrong, chat. But I definitely think, like, apart from maybe very rare instances, the hero shooter thing is slowly dying off. Primarily because of what happened with Overwatch. Like, Overwatch was okay until a point where it wasn't okay. And also the whole stuff, the dodgy stuff with Blizzard. And what if... I was going to say, what have they done to May there? But it wasn't May, it was a
The market's already overflown. You've got Rebels Studios kind of take on this. Then you've got...
the Riot one, which is Valorant.
With a boss and that.
Oh, Apex,
yeah. Yeah, you've got... It's all... And then you've got Call of Duty...
Oh, wow.
Warzone, so...
I just realised what Overwatch 2 is. It's literally just different character skins for the Overwatch 1 characters. Because I was like, oh, they've made a new suit for D.Va, because I used to play D.Va, and then they're like, okay, so now we've just made new stuff for everybody else. Oh, and they introduced a new hero. Of course they did. So who have we got? The Wastelander. Okay, so it's another female character?
So this is Overwatch, or is this not Borderlands?
This is Overwatch 2, still. They introduced new characters to the roster so you can play as them. You know, like a fighting game where you unlock more.
Yeah, I'm not interested in Overwatch anymore.
Why does that literally look like, oh, I'm trying to remember. Excuse me. It looks like one of the main characters from League that they showed off before. I don't know the League characters' names, so you'll have to excuse me on that one, chat, but... yeah, this doesn't look good. It literally... yeah, this is just Overwatch 1, but with one new character added, and the characters have been tweaked to wear different skins. That's literally it.
Well, it looks like it's an exclusive to just Xbox and PC.
Jen, I can't hear.
It's Maggie from Apex.
Oh, right. It's because you're trying to talk at the same time as Sean, so... and then there's the stream. It's cool. It looks like crap, says chat. Yeah, it's... all they've done, literally, is just change, you know, the skins for the characters. That's literally it. Most of the content is rehashed. If you want a better take on it, go to Video Game Donkey's YouTube. He's played it and just turns around and says, yeah, it's literally just a reskin. Most of the content is the same.
History is filled with moments of greatness. Some well known, some lost.
Okay, so what's this then? We got somebody building pyramids?
See, the civilization or human thing.
I think you might be right with Civ.
How would you reshape? What new stories would you tell?
Because we haven't had a new
What's that,
system.
Jen? I can't hear.
Humankind.
Humankind.
There you go.
Would you listen?
Sorry, it's hard trying to hear you over the top of everything.
Sorry.
It's okay, I know you're just excited and chiming in the background. There's no big deal about that, it's just hard trying to hear over 3 things at once.
Oh, that's a new...
Okay, so... yeah, they're going all in and showing off all of these characters. It's like, oh, it's the Civ type game they showed before, says Mecca. Oh, so it is Civ. Or
no,
isn't
it doesn't tell me. It says...
It's your world now. History Untold? Okay. Any mech games? No, no mech games.
I think it's Bethesda Dex. Yeah, it is.
Okay, let's see what we got. I wonder whether they'll announce like a new Doom game or something.
Well, that Vampire's made by Bethesda, isn't it? You know, the one we saw at the
Redfall.
beginning.
Oh yeah, here we go. They're talking more about it.
Redfall's from the studio that brought us Dishonored and Prey.
Oh, I see.
Much of Arcane's DNA coursing through its
So yeah, the
compelling heroes.
same team that made Dishonored are doing it. Okay, that should be pretty decent then.
Redfall, when it released
Was there any game that looked amazing in the first 30 minutes, says Marcus?
deep into right now. We've got the Elder
That's the thing, I wouldn't actually say yes. Oh, Elder Scrolls Online High Isle.
this year's ZeniMax Online Studios.
Like, the thing is, nothing out of this has immediately grabbed me and said, yeah, I want to play it day one. It's just a case of, I wouldn't mind playing that, you know. Okay, so this is all Elder Scrolls stuff.
Yeah, I would have been interested going on the Elder Scrolls Online, but when you have to pay.
Yeah, I was going to say, didn't you say they made it a pay thing?
I
Elder
think
Scrolls
they said
Online
it-
is still a thing, says chat. Yeah, apparently it still is.
Yeah, unfortunately it is.
Oh, dude, that's harsh.
Like, I can understand why they're doing it because they generate millions of quid. Right?
Yeah, they generate lots of money by having it be a subscription system. So
And
what,
you
would
need
you...
to pump that Fallout 76 out because I guarantee it's going to be next.
What, new Fallout 76 stuff, you reckon?
Yeah, I guarantee because Microsoft spent $6 billion on Bethesda, so they're going to have to, aren't they?
Yeah, but why Fallout 76? I thought they would have wanted them to forget about it.
Well, they promised that
Oh.
they were going to bring the pit involved.
Oh,
you know,
okay.
for Fallout 3.
Okay, I'm
So-
wrong. I'm wrong, because you're ahead of me. You must have seen that.
No,
You
I
mu-
guessed, and then it showed 76, so I was like, yeah.
This is going to sound really stupid, but I'm half tempted to think that you're slightly fibbing there, because I can... Normally, when you're laughing at something, I can just picture
No,
you
I'm
smiling at the
laughing
tone of
'cause
it.
I said 76, and then the
And then it
screen
came
showed
up.
76, and then I said about the pit, and then it shows the pit icon, and I was like,
Dude,
okay.
you're just really good at this then. It's just the
Well,
way
they
it
promised
sounded.
that the pit was coming out, so
It's just the way it sounded. It made it sound like you were doing it for, a bit, just for
and
a joke.
I don't want to drag you on it, so
Oh yeah, we're not going on Fallout 76. I don't want to try it, especially after the mess on launch. I remember when we were hyped for 76.
yeah, until I played the beta and it crashed on me, and I was like, no, I'm not playing the beta anymore.
Oh, and copyrighted music as well. It's okay, it's fine. As long as YouTube doesn't completely wreck my channel this time. There was
Well,
a...
at least people who get Game Pass get it for free.
Was that new armor? No, it isn't.
Yeah, everything that's coming out for the pit DLC is going to be new. So they're
Okay.
showing off new weaponry and stuff like that.
Internet Historian needs to salvage Fallout 76 like he did No Man's Sky, says Mecca. A lot of reused assets for Pittsburgh right there, says Dragux. You'd have to pay me to play this game, says Owl. Yeah, basically.
Not just with Fallout 76.
Funny thing is, apart from... No, I think that is the only game that I don't actually want to bother playing, is 76. Like, a lot of games, even the really bad ones, have turned around recently and said, you know what, I'll have a go, I'll play them. That's not just, on, like, these streams, it's on, when you and me, Sean, have played other ones on our co-op streams, like Resi 6.
Yeah,
It's
all
like-
Back 4 Blood.
Yeah, where it's like, okay, we'll play them, we'll give them a chance, and then sure enough, they bring up Fallout 76, and I won't even touch that, even though I'm giving everything else a try. Here's where they're showing off Forza Horizon 5. That's already out, but they're saying, oh, it's on Game Pass. Might have new content. Oh, okay. I might need to get back on this if it's still free on Game Pass. Hot
Yeah, have you
Wheels?
seen the tracks they got? Yeah.
Yeah. I never got to play Hot Wheels on the other ones, so...
Yeah, they brought it out for number 5, so...
That's going to
They
be fun,
did say they were
too.
going to do it, so...
That's going to be cool to at least try. It looks really nice as well. I'm assuming this is actual gameplay, and yeah, it is all in-game
Yeah, it is.
footage, so it's not sort of edited CGI. So yeah, that's...
I like that.
That's
With
looking cool, yeah.
Cooperation with Hot Wheels.
You know how
That's
you...
really good.
It's an interesting one, though. You know how you said you don't like racing games? Would you still try the Hot Wheels thing, though? Because
I
it's
would
Hot
try
Wheels.
it. I would try it.
Just have a laugh and see what it's like.
Yeah.
Looks
Okay.
cool, that. Definitely gonna try that. Go on Game Pass and download it again.
Yeah.
Dragux says, all in-game footage, but that's a lie. The graphics never look that good. Rendered in Unreal
I'm
Engine
liking the
5.
look of the next one.
Okay, so what's this one then?
By the looks of it.
Is this
Well,
going to
it's
be
got
Ark or
dinosaurs in.
something? Is this
It's
Ark?
Ark 2. It's gotta be.
Is this the one that I saw like a little bit of before, where it literally has like Vin Diesel in it or something?
Yeah.
Apparently,
you know, the
it's
footage that they did it.
apparently there are rumors or something going around there. It's really bad.
Yeah, it's Ark 2. I just saw it now.
Yeah, I just seen the logo. I
Comes
think.
out in Game Pass.
Oh yeah, there we go. There's
Yeah.
Vin Diesel. Yeah, there was apparent rumors saying something like it's really bad. I don't know. I'll have to find out more about that. But
I played Ark 1. I like it. Feels a bit like Minecraft and that.
yeah,
But I didn't get into it because keep dying a lot.
yeah. Jen's played it, and I watched Jen play it. It was pretty fun watching Jen on it.
I'm very interested in this next one.
Which
This
one's the
has
next
had
one?
Me tingling for like 3 years about it. You know
Okay.
the one where it's it looks like Prometheus.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
You know, with the very funny.
The one that they showed off
environment.
last time, which I turned
Yeah.
around and said, "Is that aliens?" And we were both like, "Oh wait, H.R. Geiger."
Yeah, the one with that weird Hellraiser look.
Yeah,
to it
yeah.
And that. Yeah.
It's all Geiger, based on Geiger's artwork.
Yeah, it looks really amazing.
So what is it? A first person? Oh, it's a first-person shooter. Okay, this is giving me, like the original Prey vibes.
Yeah. Because I'm very interested. Oh, and it's Game Pass as well. Day one release.
I love that. I'm there watching it, and next minute it's like, oh, it's on Game Pass. I'm like, I've not seen that yet. Wait, it's like, there's a lot of tentacles in this. Okay. We got a name for it. Oh yeah, Scorn. I remember Scorn now. Oh, stupid me. Okay, so it's out in October on Game Pass? That's gonna be good.
I'm looking forward to playing this.
What, the next one or Scorn?
Scorn.
I was like, oh, is it showing off
'cause
more of
the
it? Or?
environment and that. It looks so amazing. Creepy as well. So
Yeah, I think Scorn's... Somebody, Marcus in chat saying, was this not shown back in 2019 for Scorn? I think, like you said, Sean, it's been for a couple of years now, hasn't it?
yeah, they showed a bit of it off, but that was like pre-alpha. That was even like the game designers were just getting started. It
Yeah.
took them literally this long just to get it working in the engine.
I was going to say, didn't they also show off the CGI trailer last year? For
They showed it off 3 years ago. They showed a little miniature trailer, as he's walking down the aisle, and then
Yeah.
it showed his gun, and then it cut off. And then 6 months later, it showed him put his arm in, and then it showed gameplay last year. a
Okay.
bit. And then they showed more gameplay about 6 months ago about it. And then within the past 3 months, they've been showing a lot more stuff about it.
Huh. Why do most of these open world adventure games now remind me of other open world adventure games?
Well, I will play that because it'll be on.
It
Game
looks
Pass,
interesting. I like some of the concepts of it, like your familiar character or whatever, and some of these monsters that you're fighting.
Well, if it's co-op, I'll jump on with you.
Flintlock, Siege of
just on
Dawn.
the game.
Again, the only thing that's grabbed my attention so far is Scorn, and that's because we saw it previously. I was like, oh, okay. 2023, okay. It's got what looks like a Fennec Fox familiar in it. I'll take that. Oh, he's so cute. Remember Babylon Falls? That game was a royal mess, Jago. Honestly, I don't remember Babylon Falls. The name sounds familiar, but... Let's see what else we got here. Mojang, so
You
it's
gotta keep
Minecraft?
turning this. Yeah.
So, was this that dungeon crawler Minecraft?
I think it is, yeah. I'm down.
'Cause we said-
I
we
haven't showed anymore yet.
We said we were gonna,
Hold great power.
you know, go on this
Try
if I
it,
remember rightly.
yeah.
They are the dreams we weave into our
It's a CGI trailer at the moment. Come on, show me.
Some legends tell of peace and the beauty of
Reminds me at some point, you know, after we've done a few more co-op games, I wouldn't mind hopping back on, that, you know, that Minecraft map we've got and doing more to it.
danger.
Yeah.
The only thing is, because we went on it hardcore for like a good month or so solid, I think I got burned out. I was just like,
Yeah, so-
oh, I need a break. So we will return to Minecraft at some point. Minecraft 2, more blocks, says Trixie. Minecraft 2 vertical slabs.
The legends we hold dearest.
Yeah, it's like a Minecraft dungeon crawler,
Creativity.
if I remember rightly. They showed it off, I think it was last year or the year before, and I said it looked interesting, but I don't think they've shown it off since.
This looks like yeah, this is not what we thought it was.
I'm just waiting for it at the moment. I'm still going through, you know. I don't know what yours is up
It's
to.
a strategy game.
Wait, what?
That's actually really good. That Minecraft.
I'm just okay. I'm watching it. It's actually got up to the in-game footage now.
Yeah, that's the bit I've just saw.
Oh, what?
But you're gonna see a bit of it in a second.
Oh yeah, so it is. It's kind of like a horde strategy game.
Because you can see he's making stuff
Yeah.
without even getting off his arse. So
Action
The strategy
strategy. So I wonder if part of that then is that you can create your own stuff anywhere in the overworld then?
remember that PlayStation game where you had to get the blue, like Smurfs to the other side?
Oh,
It looks
lemmings!
something. Yeah, it looks something similar to that.
Yeah, that was alright, that one. I'd play that one.
First arrived.
Let's see.
Oh, it's got mech. Sweet.
Hey, what? Is this?
I think Dave will be interested in this.
I think this. I'm not. I'm gonna wait before I say it, just in case. Jen, do you know?
I think I know what it is. I'm gonna wait.
Yeah,
I'll let you.
I'm thinking.
knows what
There's
it
a
is.
couple of things I'm thinking it is, and I'm like, okay, let's see. Before I mention anything, because it looks like a couple of familiar things.
The mate was telling me something similar to this. I know what it. I wanted to watch it myself, but yeah.
What was that, Jen?
It looks like something I've recently played. Put it that way.
Yeah.
Like how Jen's putting a little Easter egg there, like. Yeah.
Looks like something I've played. It's like, yeah.
Now that, yeah.
Tractor mech.
I wanna play
I'll
that.
play that.
I love the way Jen's in the background, like, I want to play that.
I think that'd say
Because it's got a mech.
Lightyear Frontier. Okay, so that doesn't look too bad.
It's co-op then, because there's 4 people there.
So it's like another Minecraft farming sim kind of thing. I don't know. It looks kind of like it. Another open world exploration, but you've got mechs. Okay. What the? 4-player co-op hero shooter with furries? Oh no,
Looks
it's
interesting, lad.
a rogue game. Okay. Came out last year, says Dragox. I've not heard of this game. Is it bad? Is it good? What? I've literally not heard of this game. And now they're trying to make a big song and dance about it. It's good. Okay. You're right there, Sean.
Yeah, I'm good, lad. I'm just answering this phone call. I'll be 2 seconds.
Okay, no problem. Furry Borderlands. It looked okay. I wouldn't pass it up. You know, give it a shot. See if I like it or not. See what else we got here. Rogue. Okay.
Looks like it's an exclusive.
Don't know where this is going so far. Okay. Jen.
I want it.
Jen, you want every video game?
Well, it's an Xbox exclusive.
No, I want football.
Okay, you don't want football, but you want quite a lot of video games.
Looks like a Lovecraft.
Yeah, that's right. I was thinking it looks kind of Lovecraftian.
Alright, it's got me. I'm with Jen on there. I want it.
Okay, so spooky 2D action game that looks like it's Lovecraftian as well.
It's already won me anyway because it's a Lovecraftian style. So
I'm not saying it's bad. It's just I'm trying to figure out what it's going with everything. The Last Case of Benedict Fox. Okay. Okay, that one looks good. I'll probably just watch Jen play it, like I do with most games. I'm not ashamed of saying that I just chill and watch Jen play a lot of games and get interested in them that way.
Bonjour everyone. I am
Okay,
excited to be here
as
today
dusk
to
falls.
tell you more about Interior Nights' first original creation, As Dusk Falls.
Okay, so what's the deal with this one then?
Desire to create a deep interactive experience all levels of players can enjoy together. Because stories
it's
are
lost, man.
brilliant. You
It's lost you. What is it?
understand the heart.
Because I'm watching the lady talk about it now.
you know,
This game is an uncompromising tale of family, resilience,
Alan Wake.
and
Yeah.
sacrifice.
well,
Written,
not two. The
artistically
DLC,
shaped
what was like
with a unique motion graphic novel
a
style
funny
that
style,
triggers
like
imagination.
gameplay, but then when it did the
This
cutscenes,
is an
It was all
very interesting, like a comic book style thing.
Yeah, like that.
Something similar to that.
I was gonna say, were you a big fan of Alan Wake though?
I love Alan Wake.
So
I got
what's
the remastered version. The DLC version was a bit more quirky.
yeah?
That's what it looks like to me.
I was
But
gonna say, well, what's turned you off it then?
As Dusk Falls is an emotional experience.
the feel of it, just like I see what they're going with. Just probably not for me.
Life of Cringe knockoff, maybe, says Trixie.
No, just the feel of the game. That's all. What
Okay.
they're showing me, it looks like a comic book style. And yeah, no, thank you.
Oh, I'm actually looking at it now. Like it's actually showing what looks like the proper bits, so I get to judge it myself. I kind of see what you mean.
I can understand where they're going with a lot of this, you know, the family story, but
Yeah.
no.
The mixing and matching the animation, so you've got like the comic stills or the art stills with
Yeah.
some 3D stuff. Maybe the story's actually pretty good with it, but I see what you mean. It's a little bit of a turn off, just the visual styling compared to other stuff.
It
It's just-
feels like it's gonna be like a Walking Dead, you know, the story game where
Yeah.
you have a decision to make and your decision affects you in the future. You know, do you help the guy?
Yeah,
Do you
yeah, yeah. I get
Yeah.
that vibe.
It
It's
looks
just-
like it splits off into different storylines. You choose how you interact with the story.
I tell you what, it's not turning me off because of the styling as such, like the artwork. The artwork is spot on, but I think what is turning me off is the fact that there's so little movement. I know it's meant to be like a comic book style thing, but because they're only using like 2 to 3 frames or something to imply motion, it's just pretty jarring. You know. I know it's probably an artistic choice, but it's kind
It's
of
a story-driven one.
it's weird. It's a multiplayer one. How do you get multiplayer in something like that? 3D is a bit awkward, says Robot. Marcus says, this looks so weird. Yeah, that was a bit jarring, that one. Your blade thirsts for battle. Okay. Join 10 million... Is this already out? Oh, it's a battle royale game. Okay, so... Oh, yeah.
That, like,
Naraka.
Chinese
Battle royale.
storyline, yeah.
I remember seeing this a while ago. I was like, is this already out? And then it's like, oh yeah, the name has jogged my memory. So far, we've not got much new stuff. So far. Do we know how long the actual event is supposed to be?
Should be about an hour.
I was going to say, because we're at like an hour now.
I'm not 100% sure then. If it's not gone off now, then there's more stuff to come.
We may be like 10 or so minutes out at most, but yeah, I started 10 minutes early, you see, so it's saying on stream it's an hour and 1 minute now, so...
Maybe the drive's not there because, you know, Sony isn't there, Nintendo... And
oh yeah, because it's an individual one.
To do what they want. That drive isn't there to just blitz out what you need to blitz out and get, like, deadline.
Either that, or maybe it's one of those whole things where they're saving the better stuff for down the line because it's still in development.
Yeah, but I would show it off. It's like a small trailer. I'd be like, this is what's coming next year. This is what's coming next month.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, stuff like that.
Everyone makes a choice, and the outcome is a group choice. So you will go down the bad ending a lot, says Marcus, for the multiplayer one on the story style game. Not as over the top as Sengoku Basara, says Trixie. That reminds me, I need to get some of the Sengoku Basara games. I've been meaning to do that for a while, the ones that were on like the older consoles. Jen, don't we have Sengoku Basara on the list of anime to watch because you haven't seen it?
Yes, we do.
Yay! I'll have to watch that at some point.
Few down the line from the rolls.
It's fine, it's fine. I'm just making sure. You got some like medieval art style one? This one looks cool. Again, it's probably one that I'll just watch Jen play, not because I don't like it, but it's more just the whole thing. If I don't know why, I just enjoy watching Jen play games and just chilling out. From Obsidian. Pentiment. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, we have this problem at the moment, Sean. Jen can't buy any more games until she's completed at least one of the entire console libraries that we've got, so she's kind of trying to complete every PS4 game we've got now.
You get on this game with us, lad.
Which one's this one?
Freak you out with the spiders.
Oh, this is the
Grounded.
The grounded one, yeah. This is already out though, right? Unless they're releasing new stuff for it.
They're releasing new stuff for it because it was out beta, so everybody who's got Game Pass tested it out for them.
Let's have a look. Wait, what? Are you playing like action figures or something?
No, you're not action figures. You're actually Honey, I Shrunk the Kids style.
It's just because of the you know, the case there, where it had like the syringe in it and then the 4 or 5 slots in it. It made it look like it was like an action figure case. I was like, wait, what? Oh, that does look creepy. Looks interesting. Why did that kid there look like Woody from Toy Story?
Because you're gonna put claws on.
Oh, like different stuff.
Yeah.
So has it got like an ongoing story or something?
What I've played of it, like, because you have just one backyard at the moment.
Yeah.
I think this one's a new one.
Interesting. I like the
Not
idea.
like oh.
Huh. Play the
Samurai
full
sword?
game. okay. Yeah, we might have... Okay, so this is on Game Pass now, or what?
It's on Game Pass now, lads. You can literally download it and play it.
So, what we can do is, after we've lined up all these other games that we're playing co-op, if you want, we can always jump on it after them.
Yeah, so... Because it's like a Minecraft game, isn't it? So...
I don't
it's
know.
Just to relax.
I don't know, I just saw it and I'm like, oh, okay.
Just don't get caught in the dark when the spider's out. That's about it.
Honey, I Shrunk the Kids with survival elements, says Trixie. The story
Yeah.
is incomplete, says Marcus. So I'm assuming that is the advert for the full story then. That
Yeah,
you
it
can
is.
play. Having a bit of my coffee here now. I've hardly had any of it since we started. Okay, robots? Got my attention already? It better be good if it's got robots in it, otherwise I'm gonna cry. Okay, so it's like a sneaking around assassin style game with robots?
Yeah, when she goes in that shadow mode, it looks like the darkness.
Yeah, kinda. Doo-doo-doo.
Ah, so you gotta use
Robot with
the,
arm rocket launchers?
shadows to move around. Yeah.
So this is probably a stealth game then, it's fair to say. I know it sounds really stupid considering we've just seen that, but oh, okay, here we go. Actual gameplay. This reminds me of that other one that came out with like goblins or something, like, what was it, Sticks? Or something like that on PC a while back. Urban Shadow Legacy, was that? Don't get caught in 4K Killer Robots edition. That one doesn't seem too bad. Again, apart from like Scorn, there's nothing really catching me here and being like, yeah, you have to play this. Oh, I saw an advert for this previously. There's a weird one where there's like a deer or a werewolf or something eating a guy and then somebody else finds him. Oh no, wait.
No, it's not State of Decay 3, that's that.
Yeah, I was wrong about that. It's Diablo, I think.
Yeah,
I reckon I was gonna say I recognize the Necromancer armor, or at least it's inspired by it. Is it Diablo Immortal, the new one, or something? That's had like a really negative backlash. Not Diablo Immortal, says Robot. Is it Immortal? Am I right? If I'm right, I'm gonna be upset. Because apparently there's like a major backlash behind it at the moment. Immortal, the money cow.
I'm not 100% sure, it's still...
It looks like Diablo. Yeah, he's just cut the head off on mine too. It definitely looks like Diablo. I swear the Necromancer armor from Diablo literally looks like that.
Is it the remake?
Might be the remake? I don't know. I thought the remake was already out on consoles or something.
Although they have
Hang
like,
on.
isn't it remake of number 3 or 2's DLC? I'm not
Not
a
sure.
Diablo fan, so I'm not.
Oh, dude, not a Diablo fan. I thought you would have been.
No. I know it's Teresa.
Like, Diablo was good when it was being made by the original company and not by,
Yeah, it's Diablo.
Immortal. Or 4. I just realised they made the Necromancer a woman. I mean, it's not a bad thing, it's just the whole thing of it. It's just very obvious right now with the lighting.
If it's on Game Pass, I'll play Witches with it. But no.
Yeah, it was, like you said. Oh, Diablo 4. Okay.
I'm gathering when Microsoft bought him, kicked him into gear, said, yeah, don't mess around. I want that trailer out.
There we go, yeah. So they've introduced... Okay, so they've changed the Necromancer and made it a female, but that's fine.
The Necromancer.
Because isn't he coming through that portal? Because that was the cinematic trailer like 2 years ago. or
I
something.
can't remember.
And he's like, mother, and much comes out through the water, so the blood and that.
Draguk says, Dave, you're misgendering. It's not a male or a female. It's a necromancer who chooses their own gender. Gotta get with the times, man. They're all gender fluid. Oh, yeah. I forgot. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I totally forgot about that. It wasn't immediately top of the things that I was thinking of. I was too busy staring at the fact that the necromancer armor was pretty much a one-for-one recreation of the one from Diablo 2.
No, he's showing a bit of gameplay. You can tell Microsoft had kicked him in gear to get it out, because...
Mecha says, what was the bad remake that had the characters that looked trash in it? That was Diablo 2's remake. Kids nowadays... Yeah, you can. Kids nowadays, they're eating avocado toast and drinking those fluids, says Robot Owl. Okay, so similar to the other stuff I've played before. It's just making me want to play my Diablo 2 character again because I've still got it installed. Okay, so now they can... So now you can properly customize your characters like that and not just your armor. Okay. Will Diablo 4 be better or worse than Diablo 3, says Trixie? I mean, I hope that it's okay, but this is Blizzard we're talking about.
Yeah, you are right, but I actually have a look because Microsoft have bought them for that much money. They're probably not wanting to fuck it up.
I was going to say, Sean, are you coming at this from the whole perspective of Microsoft basically own them now? The money comes from Microsoft, so if they screw up, Microsoft are going to be like, right, we'll kick your teeth in.
Yeah. I'm thinking, don't forget, they spent, what, 40 billion on them or something?
Something
like
stupid.
Like, I'm gathering it was Microsoft who made them to pump this trailer out and gameplay, because
Probably.
we didn't hear anything about Diablo for like 2 years. You're like seeing a bit of screenshots now and again, but and probably Microsoft has come in and gone, yeah, we just spent the money, I want gameplay footage of this game.
Put it out now.
Yeah.
Robot says, Immortal has the lowest user score of any Metacritic game ever. It got like a 0.5. Fear is that it will be like a mobile game, says Marcus. It's review bombing, says Mecha.
Like, if it's co-op, I'll play with you and Jen on this.
And we'll see what it's like.
We'll see what it's like, yeah.
Yeah,
Because I'm gathering
it's fine.
it's going to be on Game Pass, like everything else.
Probably. If it's on Game Pass, that'll be alright.
I'll just probably be the Berserker or something. Or the Archer.
I'll just go Necromancer again. Seriously, Necromancer's like the easy way to go on this. Alright, at least on Diablo 2 anyway.
Yeah, so it looks like it's open world.
Oh, it
You
is.
go Wherever you want
If you've
and do whatever missions you want.
if you've never played Diablo before, Sean, literally it's just like, you know, medieval questing of sorts. Killing demons and stuff like that. You can just go out into like large open worlds and just kill a load of stuff and level up. Basically it's Borderlands but medieval.
Okay.
That's the easiest and most simplest way of describing it. I know some people in chat probably aren't gonna like me saying that, but it's the easiest and most simplest way to turn around and be like, okay, Borderlands but medieval style. You know, because there's always dungeons to go and loot to get, you know, to upgrade your character and stuff, and then better abilities and things.
No, pretty much.
Spider person, that's awesome. It's a guy with a spider on his head, or a guy with a spider that is his head.
Xbox and PC.
Let's see what chat says.
They have Game Pass with it though.
Much like AAA gaming in Hollywood, most of everything coming out is just lazy or horrible by default, says Trixie. I think we can agree with that. I like a lot of stuff is a rehash, or a lot of things now are just like sequels that fail to live up to the hype and stuff. Hopefully it's not too bad though. Then the reviews get deleted and flooded with paid for good. Oh, Sea of Thieves? Wait,
Yeah,
what?
apparently you can customise your shit. You know what's inside it if you want to stock up on tons of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the one problem that I had when we played Sea of Thieves is, you know, when they were saying like, oh, you can do all these looting and you can get all these different items and stuff and you can save up money, but at the end, all it was basically just buying cosmetics for your character, and that was it, or your ship. It's not like it ever did anything to change up the game. It never gave you like anything special. It was literally just, here's some quest to do. Go travel halfway around the world. Come back. Oh look, you've got a different shirt for your character or a different gun. No, that was the only problem I had with it. Where it was like once you've got like the certain guns you want and the certain look for your character, there's nothing to it then. And that was a problem that I had with it. It didn't feel like there was any sort of true reward for you.
Well, if you want to go on this now, you're probably gonna just be so far behind on a lot of stuff.
I was gonna say, didn't you say you wanted playing it again at some point, try it out?
What I played of it was really good because they've added tons more stuff. So,
Yeah. Hey, Exram.
I think you'd probably go crazy because you'd be like, oh, I should have stayed on it.
I don't know, man. Those updates in the first couple of years were really slow. You know. Season 7.
On season 7, so you're literally like well behind on a lot of stuff. So.
Let's see. Trixie says in Borderlands 2 you can find Mr. Spider-Pants in Tiny Tina's DLC as a rare enemy. Okay.
This is interesting.
So what's this one
Alice
then?
in Wonderland style.
What, did she go through the mirror or something? Oh, yep.
There you go.
Dragged in through the mirror? Okay, so we're in a mirror world? Okay. Did I mention I really like Alice in Wonderland?
Well,
okay, I'm liking
I'll
this
be
one.
playing this.
This is like the first thing that I'm actually liking the look of, apart from Scorn, and be like, okay, I can get behind this. Because it's unique and kind of interesting.
I think somebody was like doing some drugs while they were doing this.
It kind of looks, it's a little bit like Minecraft as well with the styling.
Yeah, some of the
'Cause it's in
enemies look like
voxels.
little blocks. Yeah.
Oh, it's got a mecha dragon bird thing.
Like Game Pass as well, by the way.
Seriously, this looks all over the place, but in a good way, you know, in terms of the style. Ravenlock. Okay, I'm down for that one. So that this and Scorn are the big takeaways for me at the moment. And maybe the Hot Wheels thing that we saw. Looks like a bit of a trip. And I don't mean the type you take to Tesco, says Robot. Looks like it's running on Unreal Engine. Probably is. Voxels in Wonderland. No, to be honest, that did look really, really interesting. I like that. Okay. I'm thinking Journey already, but I might be wrong. Probably am. It just looked similar visual style right there. I'm probably jumping to conclusion too quickly. What the? What's that, Jen?
I was like, it looks like a really nice little puzzle platformer.
Okay. What are you thinking so far, Sean?
I'm liking it.
See, I like the
I like
ones
stuff
that...
like that because it's like a puzzle.
I like the ones that are relatively unknown like this, that you just hardly see until they get announced like this, because it's totally by surprise and just takes you, and you're like, wait, what?
Game Pass.
It's alright for you
Next
being
year.
7 seconds ahead.
think I'm like 3 seconds ahead of you now. 'Cause I've just watched the ending bit.
I'm
Neither.
just watching the ending bit now. Yeah, there we go. Cocoon. Okay. So that's coming to Game Pass. Jen, looks like we got a lot of stuff on Game Pass. We're not going to have to buy any games for a while.
This is it.
World
You know what I
premiere.
said about the zombies?
Oh, Ooh. Kelly Tecmo?
Do you see the bit that I see?
I'm seeing zombies at the moment, yeah. In feudal Japan. Oh, it looks like feudal Japan. Wonder whether didn't Team Ninja do Nihao?
Psycho.
Okay.
Oh, dragon.
This is looking interesting. So where's this going? I want to know. I want to know. Come on, tell me, tell me. Okay.
This one's got me interested in it.
Another Samurai Warriors game says proof. I honestly don't know. Wulong Fallen Dynasty. Okay. Why does that look like Lubu? From Dynasty Warriors. Okay. That's yeah, that one's one where I'm like, oh, okay, show me gameplay.
Japan is the home to some of the most talented and
Out
well-known
early
It's
next
Phil.
year.
creators anywhere in the world. We're thrilled.
Yeah, I'm just watching Phil talk about it now. Phil in his very chill gear.
Fallen Dynasty to Game Pass, day one. I'm also excited to be working with Team Ninja. It was a long history of building incredible action games for Xbox. And it's great to be working with them once again.
That just didn't look like him. That was him, says proof. Oh, fair enough then.
Atlas.
Franchises to Xbox. I'm excited to announce the return of one of the most highly requested
What
and
the-
beloved
Okay, so what have we got here?
Xbox from our partners
I've
Atlas.
Atlas Games. Okay. RPG Phenomenon comes to Xbox. Hey! Jan. Persona.
I can see.
Sean's like, wait, what?
I'm like, what the fuck?
Persona's really good, dude. Really good. Is that all of them?
I think it is, love.
It's okay, we're just gonna release all of them on Xbox.
That's playing good again.
Honestly, this literally just looks like a collection of all the Persona games. That's not bad, that.
Yeah, 'cause my sister has one of them.
Yeah, it is. It is. It's
Yeah, it is.
yeah, because there's Persona 5. Persona 5 is so good. So damn good.
Yeah, Game Pass. It's on Game Pass with Windows.
They're all on Game Pass.
Yeah.
Nice, Jen. We can play all the Persona games for free.
Comes out
Just play
In
5
September
again for your boy.
this year.
Oh, nice.
The 10th of September by the looks of it.
Oh, and on Windows as well. Okay. It isn't portable if it's on home consoles, etc. Okay. That reminds me, Jen, we still need to get the, what was it, the beat 'em up one.
No, I've got Strikers.
You got Strikers.
Persona 5 Strikers, yeah.
Is that on PS5?
Yeah, that's on PS5, sorry.
Okay, no, it's fine.
And one of the greatest creative minds and
It's
innovators
come
that
out.
are in this world.
Ooh.
Someone that I have admired for many years.
Okay, what else we got? We're up to an hour and 24 here. I might start actually eating the salsa and dip that I've got here, because otherwise the dip will start going off. Kojima?
It's a new game.
What, it's not Death
Exclusive to
Stranding?
Xbox.
Sorry if anybody hears me eating on stream. I don't mean to, it's just I want to have these nachos.
Need to sort something out. I'll be back in about 5 minutes, if that.
Yeah, that's fine, man. Chat, just tell me if you can hear me eating, by the way. I'm trying to keep it on the down low. Okay, so Kojima's doing something. All eyes are on Kojima.
We're thrilled to have Kojima Productions working with our teams at Xbox Game Studios.
Didn't
Today, for the first time,
I was gonna say, didn't Sony buy him?
showing you games that you can play over the next 12 months.
Oh, that's the end?
Today's show celebrates a diverse lineup of global game creators of all sizes who bring with them unlimited potential. Games from these creators will be coming to Game Pass every single month, including Naraka Blade Point, As Dusk Falls, A Plague Tale Requiem, Pentiment, Persona 5 Royale, Somerville, and Scorn, just to name a few. And we start 2023 with the launches of some of the most anticipated titles.
Etra says, I suspect this is all for the release of Persona 6.
Redfall, Minecraft Legends,
That isn't far out now.
Forza Motorsport, and more.
That'd be cool.
This has been an
Zone of the Enders, please, Kojima, says Robot.
across consoles.
Don't Konami own the IP for Zone of the Enders still?
Playing our games every single day. And we have you to thank for that. Whether that's new players joining us through Xbox.
Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if Phil just starts showing up to these in just like Crocs or something. You know, just go lean into the chill side of things.
A year ago,
Konami owns a bunch of IPs. Oh, I know, they just sat on a ton of them.
Softworks to Xbox. Their teams have been hard at work.
Oh, excuse me.
Franchises to Game Pass, shipping updates to their games, and building new experiences for you to enjoy. We know that everyone has been eager to see
Okay.
Starfield. Our show today has highlighted gameplay,
So,
it's only fitting that we end it with an extended first look
they're doing the Harmony Gold thing with its own IP, says Mecha.
at Xbox.
Oh boy.
This is Starfield.
Oh, they're showing off Starfield. Wasn't this the one by, what was it, Bethesda, Jen? Or am I wrong?
It's Bethesda, I believe.
It was the one that, the newest one that they said they were doing, right? Where it was like, everybody joked about it.
I believe so.
Kojima's not going to show his new game even a little bit, says Eggsram. No, they're probably deliberately doing that just to get people excited and be like, oh wait, Kojima's working for Xbox now? Okay, so are we going to get gameplay of Starfield or what? That'd be pretty cool, because last time they showed, what was it, just the CGI trailer? And then they got clowned on by, what was it, Outer Worlds? A lot of that in that section just looked like No Man's Sky. Is that good?
It's hard to express.
Oh, here he is.
Bethesda are to be here with you today. We're so grateful
Here he
for
is.
spending the time, and we know you've waited a long time to finally see Starfield.
Outer Wilds, says Mecha. Oh yeah, I remember now.
Best game ever. Like our previous games, it's an epic role-playing game where you can do
No.
what you want and go where you want. But this time, you'll be exploring space. So let's
Why can I just see Todd being in like compilations in future now? It's like I have clairvoyance. I'm seeing Todd in the future, and they're cutting him up saying it's going to be infinite expanses. You can go anywhere you want, but it's in outer space. And then they cut to like some bug thing in the beginning of the game, you know. I can just see it happening now. It's happened with like everything else. 16 times the stars. Oh, and it's going to be online multiplayer. And they're going to have a version of it where you can get the pilot's helmet day one and a bag that might be made out of nylon. Oh. God. It'll just work. Indeed. Oh, they're actually showing off gameplay. Oh. Pre-order now and get an exclusive set of false promises, says Owl. Oof. Oof, that cuts in hard.
It just looks like No Man's Sky, but realistic.
So what you're saying, Jen, is it's No Man's, but gritty. It's No Man's with edge.
Yes.
Todd's like, oh wow, it really is. Look at your character. So we took No Man's, right? And we mixed it with Fallout. And we made space lobster crab things. Every man's sigh, says Owl. Imagine if they managed to release better than No Man's Sky, says Mecha. Well, No Man's is in a lot better position than it was for obvious reasons. They did the nice... Oh my god, Jen. You're right.
It is.
Todd, what are you doing, mate? You're not meant to copy other people's games. This is plagiarism. So we saw No Man's. We saw No Man's and went, yeah, we can do that. I can see the news articles now. Oh. Oh god. I don't think that the No Man's got better just because of it, you know, like people online doing videos about it and saying, look at how bad it is, we hope it gets better, or it's getting better. No Man's devs did the right thing of just getting the head down and shutting up, because a lot of No Man's stuff that went bad was primarily because that Sean did too much talking, and as a result promised stuff that they just couldn't do at launch. I think that's where that went wrong. You know, if that hadn't have had so many promised things in it, if you'd have said later on down the line you're going to get this stuff, it would have been fine, but... Yeah, it was a rough launch, but they did the right thing of just getting stuck in and releasing it all for free and constantly updating it, and as a result, it's in a great position right now. Obviously, word of mouth helped. But this is No Man's with Fallout gameplay for the gun game in it. Because I've not seen much gun gameplay from No Man's apart from laser beams, so... Is it just me, or did that, what, look like double jump or jetpack look a little bit jank there?
You're invited to join Constellation, who in the future the game is set in.
It still doesn't salvage outright lying while promoting it, says Mecha. Oh no, it really doesn't. It really doesn't. Sean shouldn't have said some of those things. Like, he really should have kept his mouth shut. But, you know, I think he was just excited for where the game could go. Like, too overly excited. It's just nice to see that instead of, you know, coming out and trying to say, oh, we're sorry or whatever, they kind of did that at the beginning and then just shut up and went, right, the only way we can fix this is if we actually do release what we intended to release on day one, but didn't.
I didn't charge for DLC.
And they didn't charge for it. I mean, admittedly, I think they probably knew that was going to be a major thing if they'd have charged for it. It's like, yeah, if we charge for this now, after all this that's happened at launch, they're just going to kill us. You know, we're going to get death threats and stuff, so I imagine they did that out of, you know, good faith to everybody, saying, look, this is free, enjoy it. We'll keep upgrading.
So, you found something?
A new guy found it.
You dug up the artifact, right? That means you saw it.
Okay, so they've taken the character interactions from Fallout as well in the gun game, but the rest seems to be No Man's. Although, no, you've got... Okay, the settlements as well seem to be from Fallout.
The man who sold me this told me that it spoke to him.
This isn't too bad, I suppose. Looks interesting, I'll give it that. But it's going to have a lot of comparisons. Like, if I had YouTube's chat open, like, let's go and look at my other chat here. So, I'm looking at the other chat now. That's actually, you know, like, for the video that, you know, where it's streaming from. Cheap Titanfall. People are saying, wait, what?
The path ahead may be dangerous,
Oblivion camera, wait, what?
but we are not stopping. Most of
Firefly.
this far. Because we
Dead Space 4 now. It's Space Fallout.
will change humanity.
I'm surprised nobody in an actual YouTube chat for the GameSpot one has said No Man's Sky yet.
That gives you a look at
Oh, there we go. For Infinite Warfare and No Man's Sky.
it's the story you
Anything of note? There are a couple of small things, but I can't remember the names of them. One that look like Alice in Wonderland. That's really cool.
flexible yet. You can customize all the elements of how you look.
Oh, we can customize all the elements of how we look again. And then I can put all my perks in luck so that when other people see me in game, they shoot themselves in the face by accident.
Says here you spent some time as a diplomat. Having a way with words might prove useful.
There are optional traits, and these come with unique advantages and disadvantages.
They already did get death threats at No Man's. I know, but they'd get a lot more if they turned around and said, yeah, the DLC's not free.
Develops. The skill system combines the best from our previous games, and you
Okay.
can unlock new skills as you level up, and then you rank those skills up by using them and completing challenges. And there's deep crafting systems.
The settlement population looks kind of sparse as Mecca. I don't know, it seemed kind of okay. It's definitely not Cyberpunk levels like they promised in Cyberpunk, but never delivered on. But you don't know, it looked populated enough where it was believable instead of a wasteland, you know, with nobody in it hardly.
Build your own outposts. These act as
Okay, so yeah, you've got base building.
survival and resource generation.
It's off like what, Fallout 4?
Where and how to build each one.
Fallout 4 or Fallout 5 was it?
Keep it up and
Trying to remember. Did they do a 5?
That's not all. You can even build your own
No
spaceships.
Fallout 5 yet, unless you power out 76.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm trying to remember which, it was 76 that reused assets, right? There was Fallout 4, and then there was something shortly afterwards that reused a lot of assets.
And yes, you can
I
completely
think it might have been
customize the
76.
look and layout.
I don't know, I didn't play it enough to actually notice.
It's been a while ago, I remember people mentioning it in comments, that's the only reason why I brought it up.
I have to say it's
Okay, so you can customize your own ship, that's pretty cool.
It's not just how the ship looks, it's how it performs. From engines to shields to weapon systems.
I look forward to all the mods people will make for this, says John. Can only imagine the mods we're going to get for this now. I want to see Thomas the Tank Engine as a modular part for the ship. You know. It's going to happen. It's like with Skyrim where they replaced the dragons with Thomas the Tank Engine. I can see it now. The ship modularity is actually really cool. I can see Sean liking this. It's just a case of whether Todd does his usual thing of over-promising and then underperforming and it having bugs in it. That's the only thing that I'm worried about at the moment because it looks fantastic. You know, I'm the clowning on it and saying, oh, it looks like No Man's Sky because it did. But it does actually look pretty fun. Okay, asteroid field. Not seeing any popping, which is good. Question is, how much of this was built specifically for this demo and doesn't have bugs in it, or at least not that they're showing, and how much is actual game that's like right there day one and isn't buggy. Yeah, this looks fine.
We can't wait for all of you to experience the game. Thanks again for being with us today, and thanks for
So Todd, as long as you have a good launch and no game breaking stuff, then that looks okay.
an incredible
Got my
journey
attention.
for us making it, but we know that's really only the beginning, for it's when all of you play it that the real journey begins. And you may be wondering, just how big is this game?
Okay.
So we thought we'd take one
Oh,
last
no.
moment and show you.
How big is the game?
Let's
I'm glad.
take a look at one of our planets, Jemison.
Okay.
You can land into Atlantis, but you can also land and explore anywhere on the planet. And it's not just this planet, it's all the planets in the system. From barren but resource-heavy ice balls to Goldilocks planets with life.
60,000 times the galaxies.
Over 100 systems. Over 1,000 planets, all open for you to explore.
That's gonna be something that people are gonna hold him to. I'm seeing it on like the clairvoyance side of me is going like, look, I'm just seeing all these videos in future where they're like 100,000 planets with all these details and you can land wherever. It's just gonna be like complete barren wastelands or whatever for like 90% of them, because you can't have it generate all these planets and them all be explorable and all have fantastic stuff on. You know, No Man's showed that. I'm getting that vibe from Todd now that there's a catch to this. I don't know what it is. Maybe the catch is just it's Todd again doing his thing. I'm cautiously optimistic about this one. And by that I mean, it's like, yeah, I want to play it. It looks cool. But maybe not launch. And maybe not actually spending money on it until I know it's safe. Okay. This is something that Star Citizen is working on. It's been taking years. It didn't go... This will not go so well, says Marcus. I'm just wondering, you know. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm not deliberately going out of my way to clown on these guys. A lot of this stuff I actually really like the look of, and I'm excited for. There are some in particular where I'm like, oh yeah, I really want to try that. Like, for instance, I want to try the new Diablo game. I want to try that one that looked like Alice in Wonderland. I want to try the Minecraft one and the Forza Hot Wheels stuff and Scorn. That's going to be brilliant. But a lot of this was kind of just like, it's there, I'll try it, you know. And I think part of me saying, yeah, I'll give it a shot, isn't just because of, you know, me changing my approach to things and be like, yeah, let's stop being so negative. But it's also the whole thing of, we're getting it on Game Pass so I don't have to pay. And it sounds terrible of me, but you'll try anything when it's for free. Or at least, you know, you don't have to pay the same price as a game on launch day one. Because you quickly run out of money paying like 60 to 70 for brand new games. And they're releasing so many now per year. You know, it's a massive undertaking to get a lot of games in 1 year, you know, on launch. So it's like, okay, I'll just focus on the ones that I can play, or I'll just get Game Pass. That's why I keep saying, like, certain games on other consoles, because I can't get them for free. It's like, I have to be careful what I pay for, because if it's a bad game, then I've wasted money. Yeah, Persona 5. So yeah, that was the showcase. I'm going to pause it there. So, I'm going to pause that one there and open up chat for us. So yeah, that was interesting. Sean's away for the moment. I think he's probably still watched it, but he's dealing with stuff. So yeah, that was interesting. I enjoyed it. It wasn't fantastic. You know, there was nothing that had me cheering like previous years or like when we watched E3 or some of the other game shows. Nothing that had me cheering like when we were seeing all the stuff and I'm like, yes, yes! But it's like, okay, okay, let's see what happens. Oh. I think the best approach for a lot of these things, especially with prices of everything going up at the moment, is just be cautious, but be optimistic and see how things go. Best approach, because then hopefully there'll be nothing that will immediately be like, oh, it was terrible, or, you know, I wasted my money. I don't want those scenarios. So yeah, interesting. Interesting indeed. Lots of stuff for, even if it's not for me, I'll still watch Jen play them and probably get some enjoyment out of it, so yeah, cool. Don't know what did you guys think about this entire thing? You know, was it a bit of a snooze fest? Did anything catch your eye? Talk about it for a little bit while I'm here, and then I'm going to be playing EDF later, so that'll be fun. Scorn looks fantastic. I can't wait to see more of that. The idea or ideal of Starfield looks attractive, says Mecha. Starfield at the end, yeah. Starfield has my interest primarily just because of how customizable it is. But, or at least how customizable it looks. But, again, everybody's going to be like on edge with that one, I think, or at least a little bit defensive because of it being Bethesda and Todd, and how many times they've had launch issues. The ship customization, yeah, the ship customization is fantastic. I like the look of that. The whole modular section thing. Persona looks good as well, having all the Persona games. I know PlayStation already has them, but for people that don't have a PlayStation, it's going to be good giving them access to those games and be like, check them out, they're fun. I know a couple of people, myself included, were thinking they were going to announce something for Gears. That didn't show up, but that might be a fake leak. And some other people were saying, you know, they might have done some stuff for Halo Infinite, but clearly not. I think 343 are just keeping their heads down and trying to fix Infinite as much as they can right now, so... To be honest, Persona 3 Portable is the only notable part of that package, says Mecha, since it was on PSP. Sony axed Vita, PS3, and PSP. I thought, no... I was under the impression that only PlayStation and PC got Persona, and maybe Switch with certain entries, but... Pelican for Flight Sim sounds fun. I want to actually see whether that changes the environment for Flight Sim. Didn't watch the whole thing, but Starfield looks interesting, says Exram. Though it feels like Anthem, where they make amazing trailers and the game is not complete. Yeah, see, that's what I was on about, you know. It's that whole thing of, while it does look nice, it's like... people aren't falling for the trailers as much anymore. It's like, okay, you've got some nice ideas. We're gonna wait. You know, and I think that's the best approach. I've already said it previously, but because not everybody can just drop money day one on these things, because it's like 70, well, depending where you are, it's like 60 to 70 bucks or whatever per game. Everybody's taking a much more reserved approach now, or at least people with common sense are, because of the whole thing of people don't want games filled with bugs. You know, people are getting sick of, oh, we'll patch it after launch. Dev leaked that the flight mechanic is horrible to use currently, says Marcus. Yeah, Marcus, I'd seen you mention that a couple of times, but I didn't know that was an actual leak. So yeah, that's interesting. Draglook says, I come back and it's over. Microsoft doesn't really have any good stuff anyway. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's like, I feel like with Microsoft, a lot of the indie stuff is more what I come for with them, because they've got a lot of that kind of stuff now going on. That's pretty interesting to me, you know, seeing what indie games are coming out. We're saying it's interesting. We aren't saying it's good. Yeah, it's one of those things where it's like, it was a thing. Let's just wait and see what individually these games release like and what they're like after playing them. Persona on PC only has 4 golden Arena Ultimax, and maybe Strikers, says Crimson? I'm not sure about Strikers. Marcus says the dev nixed or privated his account 3 minutes later. No, EDF is not on Game Pass. The only EDF multiplayer online apart from 2025 is Alien Invasion. But yeah, I have no really negative feelings about any of that. It all looked interesting. Some of it obviously was for me. Some of it wasn't. But there's a lot of stuff there where at least I'd give it a shot and be like, okay, let's see what happens. Let's see how good this is. It's between that one and the Sony one. I definitely think the Sony one might have had the edge, though, for more people, primarily because of the Resi 4 announcement. You know, with a lot of people enjoying Resi 4, so it's like, oh my god, it's Resi 4! But then, of course, you've got the same side of the argument can be said for, you know, with it being a remake, it's like, what are they going to cut from it? What are they going to change? Because it's definitely got that more grittier approach that apparently they were saying they were going to approach, less of sort of like a campy humor game, so it's going to be interesting seeing how that turns out. Dragog says, I have no feelings one way or the other, Moody. No, it's like I was saying, I definitely like the look of like some sections of that. Like, I can't remember the names that well because I was too busy like talking with chat and then just trying to take it all in. So the one that was like Alice in Wonderland, that one's my main takeaway with Scorn, because I like H.R. Geiger and Alien style stuff lots. And Alice in Wonderland I just really enjoy as well, in different versions of it. So to get one that looks bright and colourful and has a load of voxels in, I like that. I'll go for that. No, that's going to be me dropping on that one probably day one, just to try it out and see how good it is compared to the footage. The Hot Wheels stuff for Forza, I really want to try that out because it looks crazy and I missed out on the previous one. It's certain stuff like that I've mentioned before. I like the look of it. I'll give it a damn good try because I'm excited for those style things because they're the positive takeaways. But for all the other stuff, like I said, it's, for me, as I'm going on, like I've already used to do this like 10, 15 years ago. I used to just enjoy chilling and watching Jen play everything. So, for me, it's more a case of, even if I'm not getting totally excited about all of these, I might still enjoy quite a lot of them further down the line, because probably about 90% of them Jen's going to play anyway. So I can just chill out and watch Jen play them and enjoy myself, you know, have a good time relaxing and drinking and stuff, and then watching Jen play games. That's mostly how I roll now, unless there's a game that I really, really, really like the look of, you know. Like, there was nothing there, like, when Phantasy Star was getting announced last time, and I was screaming my head off for it, but there were some cool things.
16 times the detail.
I knew you were still watching it, dude. I knew you were still watching it.
I was doing bits and work, I was like, I need to sort something out.
So what do you think?
I like it, but it just reminds me of No Man's Sky.
Dude, we were all in chat just like, oh my god, it's No Man's.
But better detail.
Dude, a lot of that looked like No Man's, apart from when they started getting into the, you know, the latter half of the trailer.
Yeah, I think what they've done is Todd's probably played No Man's Sky and gone, I want that game, but in our engine. Can't do that. Yeah, we can. We'll just call it Skyfall or something stupid like that.
Oh, that one looked interesting. I do want to play it, but it's the whole thing of I'm going to wait first.
And then he's probably watched like a space TV show, like, you know, the one on Amazon. Yeah, he's probably watched a couple of space movies and TV shows and gone, I want to make my own ship as well. And well, Star System's doing that. Oh well, Star System's shit, and they still haven't come up with a proper game. So let's just do it and show them that we can do it. So let's make, yeah, we can make our base from like Fallout, but now we can make our own ship and fly it.
Yeah.
I like the look of it. I've played No Man's Sky, so it just, what I saw was like better textures, better graphics than No Man's Sky. And well, did he say 1,000 systems? So each
something like 60,000
planets.
I swear he said something like 60,000 different planets or something crazy like that.
Yeah, so it's about 1,000 systems. Each one has like 9 or 8 planets. Plus, you can land on all of them.
It sounded familiar.
Yeah, like Star Citizen's not even got their game up and running, and you're supposed to do all that what they're trying to do.
Yeah, yeah. That's what chat's more or less said.
Like, I am interested in it. I will be playing it. It just depends on, will it work?
Yeah, that's exactly what I said.
Will I be able to land on an ice planet and make a base there? Or will I have to go to an area predetermined by that game?
Yeah, yeah.
Like Fallout, you see.
Right. Well, that's what, an hour and almost 2 hours. That's 2 hours doing that. So, hopefully everybody's enjoyed. It was fun talking to you all about this. Thanks very much for sticking around, Sean.
No problem.
We'll see you guys later on for the EDF stream, if you stick around for that anyway. Thanks for the company again. It's always fun. Thanks for the continued support, and yeah, I'll see you on either a stream later on or on Discord or on on one of the next videos. So until then, thank you very much for joining us. Bye.
Bye.